assignments or homework. I hope so. Please indicate if you made attempts to the homework in the group chat. Thank you. Well, can you hear me? I don't know if everybody can hear me. Hope I'm not on mute. Please indicate. Okay. Latif. Okay. Yeah, I did. Yes. Okay. All right. So where is my assignment? I can see attempts already. Let me start from the beginning. All right. So Muideen Adekoya. Is this for question 3 or question 4 or 5? Please indicate. Okay, Muideen for question 4. So the question 4 is saying, let's read it out. This 8% of salary, human resources staff, 15% of salary, all others 0. Okay, so what you do is, okay, all right. So what the ability we are using is, I like that you guys are a step ahead of class.
Sister Saidat, your voice is breaking. I don't know what is causing that. Sister Saidat, your voice is breaking.
Khadija, okay.
Sister Saidat.
Okay. All right. Each department. Okay, apologies for as we connect to the. Can everybody see me? Can everybody hear me?
Yeah, we can see you, we can hear you.
Okay, and is my voice breaking? Okay. Because I was saying that two ifs. And I said that it is called nest. Two ifs. Two if like this, if that again. Then that is called nested if. Like this, nested if. Screen. The voice is still breaking. Wow. Yeah.
Star side alpha now. Is I is the network now.
Hello?
Okay, I think it's better now.
Okay, it's better now. Is this breaking?
Yeah, no, this is better.
Okay, okay, all right. Okay, so like as I was saying, that's for those of us that use the two ifs, like let me see, so I think Khadija, let me just confirm. Okay, I think Ahmed Kamaldeen, yeah, used two if, right? Yeah, so it is called nested if, that's what I'm trying to say. So, and then you can also use ifs. Although, I mean, for me, when I first learned about ifs, that was like some years back when when Excel just introduced ifs. It was, I mean, it was very fancy to use, easier than using nested if. But there was a work that I did for a client, and I used ifs in my formulas. So when I sent the Excel file to the client, everything was showing error. The whole file was showing error on their own laptop because they had not updated their Excel. I know because IFS ifs is a new formula that was introduced by Excel programmers. So if you had not upgraded your Excel to the latest version, it will not work. So from that moment, I stopped using the ifs formula. I mean functions, but I would show you how to use the tool. And if you're only using it on your laptop, you can use the ifs if you have it. But if it's going to be a file that you're going to be sharing, then I would strongly advise that you stick to nested if or if and as the case may be. Okay, so for question 4, Say R&D staff 8% of salary, human resources staff 15% of salary, other 0. So if you're in R&D, equal to if your department is equal to R&D, then 15% of salary, comma, nested if here. You know, if it was our normal if, we would have just said if the department is equal to R&D, 50% of salary, then comma the value if false. But because you have another condition, right, you will now have to introduce the second condition to say human resources staff, oh sorry, so even R&D staff 8% of salary, human resources staff 15% of salary, all others 0. So if your department is R&D, 8% of salary. If your department is HR, so this is code. After my first value if code, R&D, I'll now introduce another if function to say if your department is equal to human resources, comma 15% times salary. If not, if you are not in R&D, you are not in human resources, then you can put comma 0 and then close the bracket. So Bamigboye is in finance, so 0. Let me expand the column. Yeah. For those people that use the IPS formula, the reason why it is returning NA is that you do not indicate that for if it's not R&D and if it's not human resources. All right. So if you are using the IPS function, you have to specify every available alternative that there is. So most times it's usually good when you have like maybe just 2 or 3 alternatives. The IPS usually works very well. So if I want to use the IPS function, as I said, equal to, oh, my sister doesn't even have this. So I can use, so this is one of the reasons why I said something. This is my personal laptop that I'm using, and it doesn't even have IPS. I didn't know. Doesn't have IPS. But for the IPS, it just requests for the logical function for every alternative that you have. So you just keep stating it. Somebody is saying I use Office 2019. Yeah, so I think probably it is if you are using Office 365 or something, that you can use the IPS function. I'm not sure exactly which version, but I think it's Office 365 I can use. So let me see. So If the logical function is h equals to d, comma, estimate salary by, comma, h is equal to human resources is your if error. So only is comma 0. I think that should work. For question number 5, finance department staff 10% of salary, all other departments gets 50 naira. So anybody, let me see your answer. For question number 5. So Rafiat Basharu is asking, does the if error work with Vlookup function? Yes, the if error works with practically any formula that you write, and you're saying that if the formula that I just put in returns an error, then returns this. So somebody is saying, and then second question is, what is the keyboard shortcut for copying the formula to the end instead of dragging it down when the rows are numerals? Okay, so this is what I did. Yeah, if you just put your arrow to the green square at the edge of the cell, and then your mouse turns to a thin black plus sign, you can just double click and then to drag down your formula, or you can just use your arrow to highlight everything and then do Control D. Control D would copy down your formula. If okay, is this for question 5? If H8 is equals to 10% or 50 naira, 50 plus K8. Rafiat Basharu, you're saying if H8 is cost of finance, 50% times salary or 50 plus salary. No, it is just comma 50. So me, you didn't got it right. From Olainka, yeah, Olainka also got it right. Is it 10% or 15%? Let's check. No, 10%, not 15%. It's 10%. So if you are using 15%, it's not correct. Olainka is 10%, not 15%. So Kende, Ibrahim. Well, Ibrahim is using N50. Yeah, well, okay. But at least 50 naira, not really like NG and 50, right? Just 50. We do fine. Okay. All right. So we can just see. So equal to your department equals to Investment equals to finance, comma, with 10%. Then or else. Yeah. Okay. So I want to do a quick check. Right. I know that if your answer is correct, the sum of question 1 should be equal to 1 million. Control R. For question 3, because it involves text, I'll use count if comma nothing for you. Right. So that one can use some. So if your answer is correct, you can. I'm sure that this will be your sum. But is there a way? Let me see. Is there a way for us to? Is there a way for us to put a check that will tell us, okay, my answer is correct or there is an error? Just a quick check. Usually, I would have built in that formula, but I don't want to feed you guys everything. So I want you to write out a formula that will show that probably here on row 5 that, okay, your answer is correct, it's not correct, and all. Right, correct, or there's an error. Khadija is asking, please, is there a way we can insert the Naira sign? Yes, so a very quick response to the answer. If you go to your insert tab, symbols, click on symbol. Your Naira sign is somewhere here. So if you just click this, or if you have used it before, for me, I've used it before, then it would appear as part of your recently used symbols. So if you just then click on insert and close, right? You have your Naira sign there. So I know that a lot of people have challenges with it. That's why you see some reports of even like organizations and they are using maybe NGN as a sign for Naira, or some will do equal to N and equal to. I mean, I don't think, yeah, some people usually do like this or do this. But I mean, Naira, this is the correct symbol for Naira. So you can find it on your insert tab, symbols. Click on symbol. It's under currency symbol. And just drop down this option. And you see some currency symbols. It's just right there. All right. Oh, I'm very sorry. My network is breaking. I really do not try to fix that. I don't know why it's still breaking. Ibrahim is asking, can't we just change the format to currency? Yeah, but that's if maybe your system, if you have updated your system to show that if you change this to currency, the probability that it will give you dollars is high, and then it's not dollars, right? It's Nigerian. Any other question? But you can always put it as part of. We'll get there. I mean, formatting. We'll get there. And it means that if yours gives you Naira, it means that somebody has preloaded the Excel to show Naira. But by default, I mean, this is how it appears. My system is actually putting you, and that's why you don't see a lot of. I mean, it's just it's still at the default state. I've not, okay, so by default, most people will agree with me that your currency will show you dollars instead of naira, except you have modified it. Okay, is there any other question or can we move on? By the way, can you all do the exercise? I want it to be that if the formula here, if it is equal to, I'm already giving the answer that way. But I want a check here to show okay. If my answers are correct, if my answers are not correct, it should show error. Okay, okay. Please don't type okay. I want a formula. Did anybody get the question? I want to be sure. Hello, why is everywhere quiet? Please indicate if you got my question. Somebody said conditional formatting. Okay, no, we not conditional formatting. From Kenge, if L1008 is equals to. Okay, so what's on your row 1008, Maiden? Okay, did you set a sum on row 1008? I mean, for Kenge Ocean, I don't know. Somebody asked me to come again with the question. Okay, so the question is, what says that on row 5 here, I want you to input a formula such that if my answer is correct, it should return okay. If not, it should return error. Yeah, and I put in the sum for each of the column that will show whether it is okay or not. So yeah, I have the value. I copied and pasted as value. So this should be the exact sum. So if whatever you have, let me just so that we don't waste a lot of time. So I'll use the if equal to if the sum of this is equal to what I have there, then return okay in double quotes or return error. If the sum of okay is equals to apologies. I drag that right to return okay, and same thing if I copy this formula but for question 3, because it is not a number, it should have a slightly different formula. Equal to if count if nothing for you. Equal to if count if this range, comma, nothing for you. Equal to 931, comma, return okay, or else return error in double quotes. Has anybody tried it? Do you know what we did first was I did a sum of, or because I know that my own sum is correct. So if your sum is not correct, this should be the exact answer. So you can copy this number. So this should be what your sum should return. So if the sum is equal to 180, this return okay. If not, return error. So if, for example, maybe here somebody made an error and was typed R&D instead, to return an error, because by then the sum of the total would not be equal to this, and then return an error. Just for it to, I'm teaching you this so that you are able to put in a quick check in some of your Excel files at work to be sure that you are correct as you go along. Okay, please can I save the formula for N5? Okay. Remember the count if we did yesterday, so we used count in our formula. Okay. Should we move on? Is everybody on the same page, or have I been talking too fast? Okay, so for the one for the nothing for you, somebody's asking so that we recap it. What we did earlier to get this formula, because for me, I know that my formula is correct. So I put in, so we are saying that if your count of nothing for if is equal to 931, then return okay. If not, return error. Okay, so that's all for the assignments. Let's move on to today's work. So can we all go back to the automation sheet yesterday, where we use the Vlookup and the index match. So I would need somebody to recap. You can just indicate on the chat if you want to recap how the Vlookup and the index match works, and then if I select you, you can unmute and then explain to the class. Somebody is asking that we repeat the explanation for OK and error formula. So what we are saying is that our formula is equal to, because if you are correct, sum total for one to be equal to 1,894.7.4702. That should be the answer if you are correct. So we are saying that can we put a formula here that will show whether we are correct or not. So what you're saying is that if the sum of your answer for question 1, that is sum of L into L1007, if it's equal to this figure 1,088,994, then return OK. If it's not equal, then return error. That's how the formula works. So if you have another figure that is different from this amount as the sum, it will return error. Okay, so back to our automation sheet. Is there anybody that wants to explain? Please volunteer. If you want to give us a recap of how the Vlookup and index match works. Somebody said that sum, how did you copy it? I'm not sure. Oh, yes. So this is the sum of, let me show you. This is the exact number that you should have. You can copy this as the exact, this is the correct answer, all right? So what you're saying that this is the correct answer that you should have. So if the sum of your answer is not what this answers on row 2, then your formula is wrong. Okay, Sadiq is can put the Vlookup. Not okay. So Sadiq can go on mute. Explain to us. You can also share yours.
Okay. I'm actually using a laptop. I'm using the screen I'm using is different from. I'm using my tab to chat. I'm using my laptop to practice.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I cannot.
We are all here.
So for the VLOOKUP, under our share price on the automation page, under our share price, you just need to do equals to VLOOKUP.
What did you say?
I said under our, we are all on the automation sheet now. on the automation sheet. So you just type inside any box that you want to look up for anything. Just type equals to VLOOKUP. When you type equals to VLOOKUP, then you click on the VLOOKUP itself. After clicking on
Mr. Sadiq,
yes,
can you
please.
please speak up?
No, I can't hear you.
Hello, your voice is not very audible. You can speak up better, or maybe you should check your speakers.
Network. Is that better now? Hello. I don't know if it's better now.
Okay, it's better. It's better. Please go on.
Okay, thank you. So you do equals to VLOOKUP. When you do equals to VLOOKUP, you select what you want to look up for, what you want to look out for. I'm assuming we are looking out for Ella Lakes PLC. So you select. I'm sorry, I didn't get you.
What you're saying.
Okay, so I'm on share price. I'm under share price. That's F8. I type equals to VLOOKUP under F8. Okay, then I select Ella Lakes.
Okay.
Immediately after selecting Ella Lakes, I press a comma. After the comma, it's asking me to select my table array. So for my table array, what I want to look out for, that Ella Lakes, I want to look out for that particular figure sheet now. When I get to my lookup sheet, I have column A and B. So I want to look for Ella Lakes price under column A and B. So I will select my column A and B together as my table array. So I'm selecting column A and B. Are you there?
Yes.
So I'm selecting column A and B. After doing that, I press another comma. Now it's asking me that which column index number did I want to get the current price from. So I'm saying it's column 2 because the price is actually column 2. So if the price is actually under C, I would have selected 3 instead of C. So now I'm typing 2. After typing that 2 as my column index number, then it's asking me that what range do I want? Is it approximate match or exact match? So based on the explanation yesterday, if we are actually sure of what we are looking for, there's really no point choosing approximate match. We should just go for exact match. But in a case where you are not really sure of exactly what you are looking for, then you can pick approximate match. So in this case, I know exactly what I'm looking for, which is Ella Lakes price. So I can then go that match. I press enter, get my figures.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You can please unmute yourself.
Okay, but you're not through because we still have you're not through because we still have NA. So thank you very much for the nice trial. You said that you cannot remember how to remove the NA. So let me see if there's maybe somebody else. So Rafias, can you help us with how to remove the NA and then the index match? You can unmute yourself, Rafiat. Hello?
Hello, Rafiat. Hello, Rafiat.
Hello.
Okay, we can hear you.
Hello, Rafiat.
I can't hear myself.
You won't hear yourself, but we can hear you.
Hello. Hello, Rafiat.
Pete. Yes. From the automation sheet.
Okay.
From the automation sheet, you can put your equals to in front of your VLOOKUP.
In front of the VLOOKUP, can you show us your screen? You're looking third.
Hello.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I think there was a network issue. She will be back shortly. Let's just be calm.
Okay.
Okay, she's back.
Sharif is asking, though my question is outside the scope of this, how did you get the questions on the Excel in respond to this question. It's part of this. By the end of this advanced course, your questions that way too. Just select somebody random on.
Hello, I can give it a try, but I can't.
We cannot go forward in the class.
All right, I can't share my screen, but I can volunteer.
Yeah, somebody has to be able to share. So we are sure that everybody. Somebody has to be able to share. So we are sure that everybody understands this.
Assalamu alaikum. Alayinka, can Alayinka help us out on this? Or who can help us out?
Oh, can you hear me? I can. Hello.
You
Can you hear
can.
me? Yeah, my name is Moidin.
Hello. Waiting. Okay.
Can I share my screen now?
Waiting, please go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, you can. Please do.
I just got this. You cannot start screen share while other participant is sharing.
Can you try it again?
Yeah, I'm trying it now.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, you can.
Yeah. For the share price, for us to actually use the VLOOKUP, I would like to start from the VLOOKUP. We press is equals to VLOOKUP. Then we click on LLAKers. We put a comma. Then we go to our lookup where we have the original file where we actually want to pick the share price from. From there, we can easily select the column in which the information is, which is column A and B. Then we put a comma sign. Then we need to know what we're looking for. Because we're looking for the current price, we need to start counting from the first column, which is column A. Column A is 1, while column B is 2. Because our answer is on column B, we put 2. Then we put a comma sign. Then we are asked to choose either a true or a false. If you have an exact match, you use the false. But if you don't, you use an approximate match. But here we have our exact match, so we use the false. Then we close our bracket to a dead time. Then we can easily drag down. But for us to remove the error message, we need to use our if error. Our if error, then we close our bracket to eliminate the error. Ooh.
So let me help you there. It is after the first bracket. After this, we just put comma 0. So say if it returns an error, return 0.
Okay, Yeah. There. Thank you. Thank you. Then we close the brackets. Then we can easily drag down. Yeah. That is. Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, for those error, it automatically changes to 0. But the limitation of VLOOKUP is that VLOOKUP we only look up for values that range where you have we're looking for LLAs, which is our first column. For VLOOKUP to work, you must have the same criteria in your first column where you're looking up. But if you're actually doing using a match for the index and match, irrespective of how the data are being arranged, you can actually look up for anything you want to look up. So I would like to use the index and match. For the index and match,
Hello, I think we lost him.
Yeah. Back is back.
I'm still on. I can hear you.
Okay, please
Can I go
continue.
ahead? Yeah. For the index is like a map that has the answer in it. And for the match, we are actually looking for something. For the index now, where we actually have answer in lookup
Hello, Midin. Can you please check your network? We can hardly hear you.
and G. So on our automation, put us to
Hello, Midin. Hello.
okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, is it better?
Okay, I think it's better now. Please continue.
Hello, I can hear you. Is it better now? Yes, I can.
It is. Please continue.
Okay. So for the index,
Hello, are you still there, Midin?
so for the index, you now go to your lookup array. You highlight your F where you have your answers.
Hello, Midin. Can you please check your connection? It's really, really dragging.
Take use of your memory.
Hello, Midin. Hello, can you hear me?
We actually
Hello. Within, are you there?
Okay, so I think we lost Muhyiddin. His network is very poor. I'll
just
pick it
network
up
error.
from there.
So under the match, now look for Ella Lakers in our.
Okay.
Hello, Within. I think your network is fluctuating. Is there any other person that can be of help?
Instead of doing this, let me just pick everybody.
Okay. Hello, Sophia.
Pick the coach.
Hello, it's one. Is there any contribution you want to make?
So I think so if you want to use the index match,
Hello, salam alaikum.
so I'll use the index match. Like I said, if you want to use the index match, I usually recommend that you start with the match. So equal to match, Ella Lakes, go to the lookup sheet, right? So you click on the column where you have your current price, 0. This formula will show you the position of, sorry, look up on company name. So this will show you the position of Ella Lakes on the column for the company name, right? So it's telling us that Ella Lakes is on row 8 or row 7 on the lookup sheet, and it's here, row 7. So then you now combine it with the index, also index the share price, which is on column F, comma, your old match that give you the position, and it returns 4.54. Then let's include our if error, our fancy formula, comma, 0. Strike enter, and drag your formula down, and then you are fine. Okay, so we'll take this one step forward. Imagine if you're at work and your daily task is to get this daily share price from the lookup sheet. So which means that usually what you will do is to update your current price for each of these companies in your portfolio. So we are taking this one step forward to say, okay, can we automate this process? Do I have to come here every day, to change the price or to update my formula? And can I have a backup of my share price as at today? So let's prepare a bit of the groundwork. Everybody, can you hear me? Hello? Please, I need to know that.
Please continue. I think they can all hear you.
Okay, thank you. So we know that for every day that I come to work, what I need to update is the share price here to make sure that it is taken from this column. And also what I would have done manually is if today I have this share price, tomorrow when I come to work, if I want to create a backup of my portfolio value and share price for the previous day, what I will do is to copy these two formula and then paste, Control C to copy, Control Alt V. Control Alt V, I'm going to click on values so that it doesn't the share price doesn't update, and click on OK, right? So if I have this, if I change the share price, if say Ella Lakes is now selling at 4.8 naira and FTN Cocoa is now selling at 0.6 and livestock feed is selling at say 3.6. If I come back to my automation sheet, I'll see here that the share price here, oh, this is index match, apologies, let me see. The share price here would have changed. As at today, my share price is now 4.8, 0.6 and 3.6. With my portfolio value, well, the would have also changed compared to what it was yesterday when it was 4.54 and the value was 4.16. Do you understand, or should I take that again? Okay, so what I'm saying is, let me do this. I'm trying to undo everything I did. I'm saying that if this is the share price, this is the share price we had yesterday, right? 4.54 for Ella Lakes, 0.78 for FCN Cocoa, and 3.49 for livestock. If today I come to work, obviously the share prices would have changed. And I'm supposed to create a backup of what the share price was yesterday and then update the current share price today. So if that is what I would, if that is my role or task at work, what I would have done manually would be to highlight these two columns, then copy it, then paste as values so that it doesn't update. So what I have here now is the values. Yeah, so what I have here is the value as at yesterday, right? Value share price as at yesterday, the value of as at yesterday. So I'll come to my lookup sheet and 6. Livestock feed is now selling at 3.6. Let me update it with what I have here. So what I'm saying here is that my share price, because this share price that we had before is a formula, so it will update automatically. The share price is now 4.6 and the value is 4.232 million. The share price as I yesterday, because I copied and pasted as values before I updated my database, right? The share price is showing as I yesterday as 4.54 and the value at 4176800. Do you understand? Okay, everybody's saying it is clear. So that's actually what I would have been doing at work every day, to create a backup of what the share price was yesterday and then what the share price is today. So I'm saying that if I want to automate this process, what would I do? Is there a way to, instead of me coming here every day to insert a new column, back it up, can I do it, or can I do write a program that Excel would be able to do it on its own? Is it possible? The answer is it is very, very possible. So let's try to do that. I will introduce to you macros. So macros are in Excel uses your VBA program, which allows you to write any program into Excel, such that Excel will be able to carry out that program with little or no human interference. All right. So if you go to your developer, do you have a developer tab? If you don't have it, please indicate so that I can introduce to you how to insert this tab. Do you have this tab, developer tab? Okay, if you do not have it, please stay with us. So if you go to your file tab, if you do not have it, let me show you how to have access to it. Go to your file tab, click on options, click on customize ribbon, and you have your developer tab here. If it's unchecked, please check it. Yours will most likely be unchecked, so check it. If it's checked, click on OK, and then you have the tab on your ribbon.
Can we all confirm that you have it now?
Okay, yeah, congratulations everybody. Yeah, welcome to the macro world. All right, now that you have it, at this point, let me tell you that you can either write or record your macros. If you click on record macro on your developer tab, you see record macro here. Click on record macro. Her name is macro 1. Let's give it a shortcut key. Maybe Control I. No, there's Control I. Let's say Control J. And click on OK. once you've done this, you can see this ready, and there's this square that says a macro is currently recording. Click to stop recording. So this tells you that anything you do on your Excel now is being recorded. Let's try it. I'm going to copy and then paste, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and click on stop recording. All right. If I go to my macros, by the way, you can click on macros here. It will show you the list of all the macros that you have in this workbook. So double click on macro 1. So you can edit it. Click on macro 1 and then edit. It brings you to the back end where you have something like this. You have sub macro 1, macro this, that. So I would explain what all this jargon is about. Sub macro 1, when you put, if you want to name a macro, in order to in Excel VA, you have to type sub. Yeah, okay. So you have to type sub. So you have to
don't worry,
type
please
sub.
don't worry, she will still take it again.
Don't worry, she will still take it again.
Okay, let me start again. His apologies, I'm coming. I'll take this again. Okay. So this is what I'm saying, that if you go to your developer tab to record a macro, you can either record a macro or you write a macro. But let's start from recording macro, then we'll move on to writing a macro. Right? So you go to developer tab, click on record macro. There's an icon here, record macro. If you click on record macro, it asks that you name your macro. I can name it as macro MMC. It's just, you can name it anything. You can name it macro Saidat, you can name it Saidat, any name. Right? And click on OK. I'm taking this one step at a time. Now, my macro has started recording. Whatever I do on Excel sheet, Excel will write what I am doing as a VBA language, a programming language, right? So if I click on column I, copy and paste it on column J, escape. That simple operation that I have just done, because I am recording it, Excel will write down in programming language what I have just done. All right. So I click on stop recording. Now my Excel has finished recording the macro. Are we together? Okay, if we are together. So I want to be able to view the macro that I just recorded. Let me see how Excel has written it. So click on your developer tab again. Click on macros. Macro MMC here is the macro that I just wrote. Click on edit. It takes me to the back end. This is the back end where Excel writes the formula, and even for me, I can also write my formula, my macro here. So this is the back end that Excel has written the macro that I just recorded, right? So you can see sub macro MMC. Then let's ignore anything in green with that has been commented out. By the way, this sign here, this apostrophe sign, is to comment out something that I want to write something, but I don't want Excel to process it. So that's why you have this comment out, right? So you remember that we clicked on column I. So it rows columns I to I dot select, because I selected column I. So by selecting column I, Excel writes it as columns I to I dot select. When I did Control C, I copied it. Selection dot copy, meaning that you selected column I and then you copied the selection. Selection dot copy. Columns J to J dot select. That was when I clicked on J and then I pasted what I copied. When I did Control V, it just did active sheets dot paste. That is how Excel wrote down the programming language to paste what I copied. The moment I did escape, like I had finished copy. You know when you copy something like this, Control C and you do Control V. The moment you do escape, like to stop copying, that escape that I did is what is writing as application dot copy cut copy mode equal to false. Meaning that when you copy, your cut copy mode, you know when you do Control X, now this is cut, it's still showing the same matching ants that you are seeing, or if it's Control C, it's the same matching ants. So this mode is called cut copy mode. That's why it's now say application dot cut copy mode equals to false, meaning that I had escaped my cut copy mode. I had Control C before. The moment I escape, your cut copy mode will be equal to false. And end sub, I mean that's the end of your sub. Any question at this stage? Please, if you have any question, let me know. Any question, anybody? Okay. I have 3 people saying they don't have any question. By the way, we are about 34 people on this. Please, I need everybody to talk. Please participate. Rafiat is saying when I click on the options, it brings me back to Excel sheet. Let me do that again. You click on File, Options, it should bring this, and then click on Customize Ribbon and check that you have your developer checked. All right. Okay, so I'll go at this one more time. So what I said is, if you want to record a macro, go to your developer tab, click on record macro. The moment you click on record macro, anything you recorded, anything you do would be recorded. So macro name, I can name it macro 3. Right? You can name it any name, although there are certain names that are classified, but you don't have a lot of them. If you can name it macro 3 and click on OK. The moment I click on OK, anything I do here will be recorded and translated to a text by Excel. So I say if I click on column G, copy it and paste it on, sorry, let me do that again. Control C, come to column H, and then I paste it as, and then I escape. Click on stop recording. Excel would have recorded and translated everything I did into a programming language. So if I click on macros and I click on macro 3, edit, you will see it here. Everything I did will be written sub macro 3. This is the name of the macro that I just did. That's why it's saying sub macro 3 open and close bracket. This is how Excel names a macro. Sub macro 3 open and close. You can see the last one we did here is sub macro MMC open and close. That is how to name the macro in Excel. So because what I did first was I highlighted column G. So that's why I'm saying column G to G dot select. Selection dot copy. Range H1 dot select. All of this thing I think was an error. Let me remove it. So this is this columns G to G dot select. I highlighted columns G to G. Selection dot copy. That's when I did Control C. Selection dot copy. Column H to H dot select. I selected columns H to H. Active sheet dot paste. That's when I pasted what I copied. That's why I'm writing active sheet dot paste. Application dot copy cut copy mode equal to false. That's when I clicked on escape and I said that once you copy something like this matching ants that you can see is called a cut copy mode. Cut copy mode because even when you do Control X to cut, it's the same matching ants that you see. Whether you copy Control C or you cut Control X, that's why it's called a cut copy mode. So the moment you do Control C and you click on and you press the escape key on your keyboard, escape, it means that your cut copy mode is now equal to false. Like you are no longer on the cut copy mode. That's why it is writing on your macro. That's why your macro is showing application.cut copy mode equal to false. I hope. Let me see the questions that people are asking. When I try using Control J, it's changed it to Shift Control J. Yes, you are trying to use the shortcut. Yes, because there is already a function for Control J that Excel uses. That's why I changed it. Somebody says it doesn't allow you to edit. Why? What are you trying to edit? Because what is the work of the shortcut? Okay, so asking me what the work of the shortcut is if I create a macro with a shortcut, let me just do this. So if I record my macro 4, I create a shortcut, say Control. Let me see the one that has not been used. Probably Control E. For example, I'm using Control E, and I click on OK. So I copy this and then paste, right? And I click on Escape. Stop recording. If I want to do this same task tomorrow, remember I use Control E, right? Control E should do the macro. Let me see. Macros was macro 4, right? Oh no, did it not record? Let's do it again. Record macro. Let me see Control. macro 5, macro MM6. Click on OK. Okay, you say this is already assigned. There's already a macro assigned to that. You should assign a different keyboard shortcut. Okay, so let's use control. Let me see. I need to see which one to use. Let me use control M. Okay, all right. So now it has started recording. Control C, control V, escape. I stopped recording. So if I do control, if I delete this, and then I do my control M, you can see that it is doing what I did when I recorded the macro and assigned the shortcut. So the shortcut is to just voice instead of coming here to reselect the macro and then click on run. It's almost like you just created the shortcut that what I recorded the macro and I created a shortcut. So whenever I do control M, you should do that again. So I'm doing my control M. Even if I delete this and I do control M, it should copy and paste. I delete it again. Control M, it should always copy and paste. Is that clear, everyone?
Are we all clear with the explanation that she just made? Please continue.
Okay, so I would want everybody to try this on their own. Let's give you about 10 minutes for you to try that and then we'll come back. I know it's a lot to swallow, but I mean, I'm sure that we'll get it. So I think just try it. If you have any challenges, you can ask any question. Try assign a shortcut, record a macro, assign a shortcut. Check the macro that has been recorded. You can do a lot of things. Just make sure you record the macro and see what how Excel has written it on the back end, and then we can continue. We'll resume at 11:40, no, 11:50. All right.
Okay, more like a short break, right?
Yes, yeah, but for
Okay.
people to, so it's not like
to do.
They are going to see. It's just for them to do the macro and be sure that
Okay.
they can see before we keep, because it keeps getting complicated as we move on.
Okay. Please don't leave the session. No, just use the opportunity to do your homework. Let's call it homework or class assignment, so that the session continues at 11:50.
Yàrá wọn gbọ́ MT yàrá boys kí ló wà? Àwọn olówó yẹn nìkan ló ń test positive torí àwọn nìkan ló ń ṣe test. Àwa àrí test ṣe. Táà bá máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ test. Torí àwọn ọmọ ìkọ̀kọ̀ ṣe wọ́n Oh my God. No say.
Hey. Hi guys. Were you able to do it? Everybody hear me? Mm. Okay, somebody said, Rafael is saying, please, who can repeat the process to me? I have the developer tab now. Okay, Abdulatif Adelanwa, can you please do that? Can you repeat the process for us? Unmute your system and then repeat the process. You can also share your screen. You can enable your video so that the minute pass.
Okay. Okay.
So please share your screen and then take us through the process.
Okay. Can you see my screen? Can you see it now?
Yes.
Hello? Can you see my screen now? Hello?
You cannot see the screen.
Yes, we can see it now. We can see it now.
Okay, so to use the macros, you can go to click on your developer to. Sorry, my this thing might be a little different. I'm using a Mac. It might be a little different to yours. So just go to your developer tab here. Then under here, by your left, you see record macros. So when you click record macros, it pops out a dialog box where you can name your macros to anything. After that, you can also assign a shortcut that you probably use later for your macros. That I can leave it blank now, just click OK. So now whatever I do here is being recorded since I'm on record. So I'll click on this column. Let's say I want to copy and paste. I click on this column J and I do a command C to copy. So if I go to say this column K, and I do a Control V to paste whatever I've copied from here. So if I go to stop recording, then I later click on macros, I can see this listed macros. The one I worked on is macro 4. So if I click on it and I click edit, it opens this box up, and you can see the things I've done under the sub macro 4. You have column J to J select, which means I selected column J. Selection.copy, which means I copied that column. Then column K to K was, I selected a column K, then I pasted what was active, which was the copy from the column J. I pasted it. Then I didn't press, I didn't do escape. If I had done escape, we'll have done the application.copy this and application.copy cut copy mode false. But I didn't do an escape. So that's why I stopped here. So everything I have, all the actions I carried out on the sheet are what is being recorded here on this back end of the VBA project. So that's basically it.
Thank you very, very much. I think that was very explanatory. Yeah, thank you. It doesn't another question, or can we move on? Any other question? People are saying we can move on. When I tried to copy the macro using my shortcut to another column, it wasn't going. Maybe you didn't include the shortcut in your when you were trying to create the macro. Okay, Toyi, please go on with your question. Adeneko, you're saying, but you said instead of going to macros, we can use shortcuts of copy and paste. No, I never said that. I'm saying that if you included the shortcut in creating your macros, you can use that shortcut to, it's almost like you are doing your macro again. So if you say, how did we create those questions? Yeah, we'll get it. I mean, it's still under macros. Okay, any other question? Okay, so a quick class work. You know that, let me share my screen with you. Okay. You know that from the explanation that I gave to you in class, I said that if you wanted to create a backup for our share price so that every day when we come to work, we can always create a backup of what the share price and the value was yesterday. And then we go ahead to change the current price, like update the current price to today's price, so that we have a log of the changes in our share price and value over time. I think that the class should be able to create a macro that would do exactly that. And you know what I did was I just copied control, I copied column F and G, pasted as value, Control Alt V, values, right? I click on OK. Let me do that again. Let me insert new columns so that we have enough space. So Control C and then Control Alt V, paste as value. All right, so that when we update the price here, it would update the new price here. By the way, I'm using index match, so I think we'll be using column F and G. You can hide column A and B. You can hide column. I use Control 0 to hide column A and B. If you could have manually edit to say hide or you can just, once you highlight column A and B, Control 0 will hide. So at least we know we are working with only column F and G. All right, so I want a macro that would always back up the share price and the value every day. That's class work for everybody, I mean. So I'll give you about 5 or 10 minutes to do that. If you have any question, please ask now. So if I think I already answered your question, keep asking this question. How did I create the question that we'll get there? Don't get ahead of yourself. We'll get there. The shortcut to unhide. If you want to unhide, the shortcut should have been Ctrl+Shift+0, but there is another application. There is a Windows-wide shortcut that for Ctrl+Shift+0. So if you do Ctrl+Shift+0, it might not work unless, because mine is a new laptop, unless you configure it to ignore Ctrl+Shift+0 on the Windows-wide and then use it on Excel. You can always check that online. There is a process for it. But or else you can just highlight from Ctrl+C to the end, like you can see where I have 104, this is times 4C, then right click and unhide. Unhide. Yeah, that's how to unhide. Ctrl+0 to hide. So I'm assuming now that everybody has started recording the macro that would enable you to back up your share price and share value. Please indicate that you can hear me, everybody. We have about 34 participants here. I need your comments.
Yes. Clearly. Yes. Yes.
I hope everybody is doing the class work. No, so we are not on break. This is a class work break. Yeah. So for Muhyiddin, yes, you can't hear anything because we are all trying to do the class work. Hi everyone. Have you been able to do the exercise? Please indicate if you've been able to do the exercise or if you still need to give you more time. So can you show the class how you did your exercise? right, Toibu, I'm waiting for you.
Okay, can you see my screen now?
Okay, yes, we can. Yes, we can see you.
All right. So what I did was I copied this.
So can you bring your Excel sheet to the center?
I started recording.
Can we? Yeah, I started recording. Can we see it now?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay. So to enable macros so that we can automate some of the process that we've just initiated so that we don't have to repeat it often. So let's say by the next day, definitely the share price of some of these quoted stocks will change, and we want to reflect those changes and at the same time keep the values for the previous day as they were. So we can just copy this. We can go to developer on our Excel tab. We click on record macros. So here it's showing me macros 4, which actually is a new macro here. And we create a shortcut for that. I have used Q already, I have used W. So we can use, let's say, Control R, something like that. Then we click OK. So by doing that, it means that whatever action I initiate now, it's going to be recorded. So let's say I select column F and G, then I copy, then I paste with options here. I want to paste just the values without the formula. I click on values, then press. I go to lookup, for instance, and on column G or H, if I change the value for, let's say, Ella Lakes PLC to 7, it will reflect on the automation sheets for the original values here. You can see this has changed to 7, but for the copied values, it remained the same. It remained the same. So with this action, we can run the macros again and see what we have done. So I'll just stop recording and press Control R to run it again. We can see that it has run the action, but I can just delete this so that we can see clearly if the macros has recorded and if it's going to run. So I press Control R again, and it has reproduced the data set that was copied. And if you go to edit, if we go to edit, we will see the workflow for macro 4, and Excel has programmed it with all the actions that I did, right from copying, selecting columns FG, to copying, to selecting H and H, right till the end, till I ended the recording. I think basically that is it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you most graciously, Toyi. We appreciate that. I think that was quite explanatory. If anybody has any other question, please ask the question. One input that I think that I would want to bring to this is the fact that when you change the formula, no, sorry, when you run the macro, so if it only updates on the same page, so I won't be able to see the macro for say 3 days, the value for 3 days ago, because it keeps pasting on the same column. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So what I said is that if what you did here was okay, Control C and then Control V, sorry, Control Alt V, values. So and that's where the macro ended. So if tomorrow I want to run the macro, it does the same Control C, Control V on the same spot, right? So it's not keeping tabs yet of say 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. The take home for this would be that instead of just when you copy this, instead of pasting directly, what you could have done is to say insert 2 new rows just after G. So when you copy this and then you paste on the new rows, Control V, values. So tomorrow, if you want to do that macro again, it will insert another two new rows here. You copy and then you paste on these rows, this column rather. So you keep tab of it. So this is what I'm saying. Let me record the macro. So I go to record macro 6, okay. Record macro, let me put a macro 7. I want to put a shortcut, Control Q. So you can start recording. I like F and G, Control C, but insert new row, right? Or Control Alt V, values. You can do that, or you do stop recording, or you insert the row first. So let me do the other one. Insert row first. So I started recording. I insert 2 new rows, 1, 2, and then Control C, Control Alt V, values, escape, and stop recording. So if I do Control W, you can see that it is increasing. It's not only replacing, it is increasing the. So I had 1, 2. This is for about 3 days ago, 2 days ago, yesterday, today. If I do Control W, it keeps. It's the backup is increasing by itself, so I can know okay. And then one added value that I can do is maybe to just include the time. So permit me to delete this column and then come here to say, you know, there's a formula called now. I click on it, it will give me the date and time. So I can make this to be time, or I can include dates too. So please permit me to just do this. Okay, no, I'll do this later. But let me just put the time as now. So I changed the formatting to time, right? So it's showing the time. And then I'll do the same thing here, equal to now. Equal to now. Change it to time. So it's telling me exactly what time it is now. So if I run my macro Control W, right? Did you see it? It is backing it up. So let me wait for about 1 minute for this time to change. So the time has changed to 12:19:37, and then Control W. So this was the share price and value as at 12:19:24. This is the share price and value as at 12:19:43. So this is the share price as at 12:19:55. So let me go and change the price to say 4.8 and 0.5, 4.2. So and then now, if I click on Control W, can you see that the share price as at 12:20 p.m. is different from the share price as at let me be sure that this is formatted to increase the I'm only increasing the decimals. So the share price as at 12:19 was 4.6. Now the share price as at 12:20 is 4.8. Do you have any question? Do you understand what I just did? Or does it look like magic? Please, I need your input, everybody.
It does, oh, it does, oh. It looks like a magic, oh.
It looks like a magic. Okay. Please, if you don't understand, please always ask questions. Ask questions. Okay, so I'm going to delete everything I have, right? So I said that this is what we had before, right? The share price and the value. And then I said that if I did it the way was it Soib? Yeah. If I do it the way Soib did it, this is what Soib did. You copy what the share price and the value, and then you paste it here. Control values. You paste it here, right? If the share price should change to, let's make this 4.9 and 0.6. And I come to my automation sheet, and then group where we run my macro. This is what Stoy's macro was running. So it was replacing the share price I had before. So I don't have a log of what the share price was 2 minutes ago before I changed it. Or say if you are doing it daily, you don't have this you don't have the share price that you had 2 days ago or 3 days ago or 4 days ago. What it's just showing me is share price as at yesterday only. I don't have that log or that track of all my share price and value. Do you understand? Please indicate if you understand this. Abib, I'll take your question once I'm done with this. Everyone, please indicate you understand what the status quo now. Do you understand? Okay, so we are saying that in order to avert that kind of situation, I want to keep a log of the share price and value over time. So even if I want to see the share price and value over 1 month, over a year period. I can always, keep track of that changes in share price and the value. So I'm saying that instead of, let me delete what Control Z. So instead of doing copy and paste value, can I first insert 2 new rows and then copy and paste Control Z values? So you're saying that can we do this instead? So the answer is yes. I think that would be better. So I want to run my macro. All right. So I go to Developer tab, record macro. Macro 9, shortcut, Control, say Control L. Click on OK. So first thing I do is insert 2 new rows. 1, 2 new rows. I copy the share price, Control C, and I come here, Control Alt V, values, escape. I can even change the formatting to be sure that it is 2 decimal. Great. So let me go to my developer, stop recording. All right. So let's test the macro that we just, so Control L. You can see now that it has inserted 2 new rows and then copy and paste. If I do Control L again, inserted 2 new rows, copy and paste. Is that taken? So that way it kind of keeps a track. I said that, okay, apart from, I'm not like keeping a track, let us include a time tracker. So to know the time as a now, there's a function called now, open brackets and close brackets, enter. This is at 12:26 p.m. I can do the same thing equal to now 12:20. Okay, the time has changed to 12:27. So if I do my Control L, I'm not sure this formatting. Format it to time. So this was it as at 12:27:12. Most of when you open Excel and it updates this formula. All right, I can even include it as part of my macros. That okay, let Excel update the now formula so that it's showing what the time that we have now. Let's do that. Let me do this all over again. So this is why I have my share price and the value. I'm creating a new macro, record macro, macro 10, Control K. Click on OK. The first thing I'll do, update the value, right? Then insert 2 new rows, 1, 2. Then come here, copy, Control C, Control Alt V, values, escape. Is there any other thing? I don't think so. Stop recording. So if I do Control K, you can see that it is showing the exact time. This is now at 12:28. Control K, 12:28:54. I think it's 12:29. Okay, this is showing at value. Yeah. if you understand. I don't know if I'm making sense. Abib is asking, please, shortcut for new row. For new row or new column? Shortcut to insert a new row is Shift Control 9. And the shortcut to insert a, sorry, if you want to insert a new row, you highlight the row, Shift Control Plus. To insert a new row, to insert a new column, highlight the column, Shift Control Plus. To insert a new column. I don't know if everybody is following. Somebody is asking me to do a repeat. Which part, please? Yes, Abib, you can manually insert a row. Maybe like right click, insert new row. If that works for you. Then do a quick recap now. Everybody is quiet. Please, I didn't get the writing of macro. Did you go on off maths too? I'm not sure. Okay, so Muhyiddin, please, can you explain to everyone? We get a sponge explanation. What's your question again? I'm not sure. Okay, Abib is saying, please, I'm in a situation where you missed a day to run a macro. Can you revert? I think I lost that. Okay, I'm coming. Please, Muhyiddin, please, 1 second, please. Let me see this question. Please, you can retype that question. I lost it. Okay, Muhyiddin, please, can you go on and explain? Let me stop sharing. So please share your screen and also.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
We didn't know there.
You so what I was
Hello, we did. Please check your network.
I'm going to use L.
Your voice is dragging, maybe. Please check your network.
This is asking that are we updating the share price first before developing the macro? No, we are developing the macro first before updating the share price.
Hello, Muidin. Are you still there? I guess we have lost.
Okay.
Hello, Muidin. Hello, we can't hear you. Hello, Muidin. No, we can't hear you. Hello, Alia.
Yeah,
Walia,
yes.
can you help out?
Hey.
Yes, at least let us see how far we've been able to learn from what Saidat has been taking us through. Please, please help out on this for the benefit of others that are yet to have the good grasp of it. We can hear you, Walia. Are you there, Walia? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, we
Can
can
you
hear
hear
you now.
me?
Yes, we can hear
Can you
you
view
now.
the screen?
Yes, we can see. We can view it.
Okay. She taught us about macros, and what she explained was that for you to, okay, let me delete this. Delete. So for macros, you go to file, then developer. From developer, you now go to record macros. Are you with me? Okay.
Yes, we are with you.
Okay, for record macros, you click on record macros, then it will bring macros name, shortcut key, and the likes. So when you click on macros, macros name, you can write macros MMC. When you write macro MMC, for the control, you can use Control M. I'm using Control M. Then I click on OK. Sorry. Okay, I've used Control M initially. So let me change it to Control H. So I click on OK. Okay. Sorry. Click on record macros, MMC, control.
You have used macro MMC.
Let
You
me
can
use
change.
control. Okay, I've used macro MMC. Yes, thank you. So let me use macros MMC 20. Yes. So I'm using control G. Okay. So from there, I will copy this. I'll copy this. Sorry. This. I'll copy so I'm going to copy column K and L. So once I copy column K and L, I paste it to column M using paste value. So that's paste value. Then I click on escape. Once I click on escape, I can click and then I stop my recording. So once I stop my recording, if I go to my second sheet, which is the lookup, and I change one of the share price, which is livestock feed, to maybe 3 or 2.5. It will automatically change on my it will automatically change on the work I've done. That's M and M 2.3. Where's 2.5, Abby? Livestock. I changed it to 2.5. Livestock. I changed livestock. You can see I changed livestock. Okay, let me change livestock to 7. So once I change livestock to 7, when you come here, you get star 7 as well. Then since I use Control G for my copy and paste, for my paste mark, I'll just come here and click Control G. So it will change my livestock to 7. Where's livestock?
I think, thank you. That was a nice job. Thank you very much, Walia.
Okay.
I appreciate that effort. But I think one of the mistakes that you did was that when you had to delete one column when you were recording the macro, because you realized that you had one empty column and you wanted to delete it. You forgot that you were actually recording a macro. So in your macro, you have delete a column. So that's why you don't have your share value. It has deleted that column for the share value that you copied. So that's the problem. Thank you very much. Abib Mutoli, do you have a very strong network? Can you explain? Because I want this to be as hands-on as possible. Because if you don't get it here, you understand, it might be a bit difficult for you to understand it outside the class. And this is the basic foundation for macros. If we get it right now, I'm sure that even outside this class, you guys would build automated. You can even build a software. I mean, I've built softwares with Excel. You'd also be able to build softwares, and I mean, you can call me up maybe one day and say, wow, I built a software that will change the world. I mean, yeah. So that's just what I'm just trying to say is that the foundation is important. That's why I'm keen on everybody trying their hands on it, and then be sure that you're able to do it.
Hello, Akim. Hello, Akim.
Hello.
Yeah, you said you wanted to try, so let us have your own input. Yeah, we've seen what Walea has been able to do. It's just for us to have a good grasp of this, so that at least we will know that we are all cool and we can continue from there. So let's hear you out.
Okay. Can you see my screen now?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Okay. Can you see now? Hello.
Yes, we can. Hello, Akim, are you there? Hello?
That's what from the macro in my distance. What's another software? Click.
Hello, Akim, are you there? Hello? Apology to everybody. I think maybe his network is fluctuating. Hello? Hello, Rafia.
Can I try? Can I try it again? Muidin.
Okay, Muidin, please go ahead.
Okay, I'm sharing my screen right away. Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes,
Hello?
we can see your screen.
Okay, I would like to first delete this. Yeah, so the first thing I would like to do is I would like to change my dates. But before doing that, I would like to start my macros. So I'll go to developer macros, then macro 7, I'll use control, say L. Oh no, I've used L before, control G. So this is macro 7. I'll click on OK. Then the first thing I would like to do is to change the date is equals to now. Then close my brackets, enter. After doing that, I like to insert 2 rows. 1, 2. I like to insert 2 rows. So, which I've done. Then after this, I'll copy this, Control C, then Control V, Control Alt V to paste value, which I've done. Then I can easily stop my recording. Then without even changing escape, I didn't press my escape before stopping, but I think it should work. That before changing my lookup price, I'd like to try if this will work. Control G, Control G. Control G do work. Then I can easily go to my lookup and change my price to say 4.90, 0.90, then say 3.45, 3.45. So when I go back to my automation sheets, I can see that the price has updated. Then by using the Control G also, which is actually giving me the correct figure for both the last one and the new one. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think the only thing you do is to, format your price, share price.
Okay.
It's showing 5, but we know that it's just formatting. Yeah, don't worry.
Just formatting, just
Yeah,
to add
thank you very much. Yeah.
You're welcome. So I'll stop sharing.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm looking at probably there's maybe something else. Okay, okay. So one last thing is, you use a macro for you use a macro shortcut to withdraw what you did. So imagine maybe if you forgot or you forgot the shortcut. I mean, what I'm say is that there can be a fancier way to instead of doing shortcuts. So let me introduce you to my. So I go to developer. I want to create a button so that when you click that button, it will run the macro for you instead of doing shortcuts of Control P, Control L, and all of that. And maybe if you have instances where you've used Control K before, you have to think of another shortcut. So we can skip the shortcut and then use a button for it instead. So you go to your developer, you see this box with insert. So click on it. The first button form control. If you click on this and okay, so I can use to draw a box. So it's asking me what macro do you want to, you have to assign a macro to it. I think the last macro I did was macro 10. I click on macro 10 and then okay. So you can see my button 1 is there. So by clicking on button 1, it automatically runs my macro. I don't need to do the shortcut. Button 1. I can rename this button 1 to show edit text. So I'm deleting everything that was there and then say update share price. Okay, so you see update share price. So reading as update, you can make it show anything in fact. So can you also try that, everybody? So that we know we are all on the same page. Was I too fast? If you want me to take that again, please indicate. Okay. All right. I'm happy to do a quick withdraw. So what I said is that instead of doing control, if I even for me, I can't remember what it was. It control W I did. Okay. I think my shortcut was control W. I hope so. So imagine if this was like days later and I cannot even remember what my last shortcut is. And I'm very sure that you have how many alphabets. By the time you are finished using all the letters and you still need to write a macro. So what I'm saying is in essence is that you can insert a button that once you click that button, it will run your macro instead of using a shortcut. So that way you can skip the shortcut part of recording a macro. You might decide not to put a shortcut key here and we'll use a button instead. So in order to create that button, I go to developer tab, click on insert, and the button is the first option you have. Under, if you click on insert, it brings out down this drop down form code. So the first one is button. So I click on button and I'm able to use it to draw any shape. I mean rectangle, any size rather. So once you release your mouse, it asks you to choose one of these macros. So I click on macro 10. Macro 10 is the last macro I wrote. So I click on OK. So now, if I click on my button 2, it works. And I just want to go one step forward and change the name from button 2. Button 2 looks very generic. So you click on Control and you press Control key and click on the button. Right click. Just press click. So I can delete what is here. Delete. And then write updates. You can name this anything, update. You can say. So whoever is seeing this button knows that it's supposed to update something. So once you click on this, it updates your share price and value. So if you come here, you change the share price to 9. Come to the automation sheet, is now 9. The last one was 5. I update it, is 9, 5, and so on and so forth. So if you have any question, let me know. So when I say, how did you get the 41319? I think that's just an error. It's just an error. I did something. You can ignore it. It's now the sign that is showing, and I think you can always format it as sign. Yeah. I hope that answers your question. Is there any other question? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Saidat.
Yes, walaikum salam.
Yeah, this is the Krulai speaking. So, we're looking at next week, right? Or what do you think?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, next week is fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, okay, so that we can
I said
conclude
hopefully.
it. Wow. Hopefully. Okay. Let's praise that, because I was just giving it a second thought that we are taught there will be work. That was why we felt 2 weekends. But now that practically everybody will likely be at home, so we're wondering. But it depends on you. Whatever you find convenient, we can communicate it. If you think it's something we can do during the week, or we should wait till next weekend, it's fine. We'll communicate it to the house.
Okay, I'll let you.
So we wait for you. If we don't, yeah.
Is it confirmed that I won't be work tomorrow? Because I can see conflicting information from Lagos State.
But I thought they declared 7-day this thing ab initio. Only essential services should be on for the next 7 days before they then increase it to, before they then added the curfew to the equation. So they haven't rescinded the earlier ban, so to speak.
Well, okay, yeah, I agree on that. I agree on that. It now depends, because for instance, I still go to work. So
you will go to work you will go to work tomorrow?
Yes, I am.
Ah, really? I thought they said only essential services should open or something.
Well, maybe because my company says that my role is essential, but I've been going to work since Thursday. Sure.
Wow. Okay, but not everybody is coming to work, I suppose.
Yeah, no, not everybody. Not everybody.
Okay, because maybe you guys see your services as essential too, but what they said were all non-essential services should close, except those that are selling food, banks, and all
the
that.
other thing is that I think Lagos State was only encouraging private sector. If you had made it maybe like a compulsion, maybe there would have been a total compliance to that. So maybe that's why. Sure. But in any case, yeah, okay. It depends on if she's able to. She can.
Okay. Okay. Let's stick to the plan then. Let's stick to the plan. We'll continue next weekend, because some people will apparently still be working no matter what. So let's keep to the plan. We'll keep to the plan. So Saidat, we keep to the plan. Thanks so much, everyone. So please, let us try to practice all we have learned, so that when we are resuming the session next week, we will not be dragging you. No one will be dragging us back to ask questions that have already been answered. So let's try to master some of the things we've learned, and another way to recall some of the things you've been taught. We'll possibly share the video with us again, but I also encourage us to use YouTube in case you have any issue that you couldn't get resolved. You can quickly put the function on YouTube. You see how it is done. So that the bottom line is you need to learn some of those functions and know them and be able to work with them in any field you find yourself. So the fact that they've been teaching you about salary, share price, doesn't mean that is all to it. It's just to give you background. Then you can replicate the same thing to your field. Any variable or subject matter that work well in your field, you can apply the same logic. So we pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make it easy for us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yeah, wa alaikum salam. All right, thank you very much.
Wa alaikum salam.
Thank you so much.